Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Delivery Whiz. We are in Las Vegas, and this is a special edition on a Monday night at 11:53 of the strange and curious things that happen, and you will see on DoorDash. I wasn't going to record anything today, but then I was driving home and turned on DoorDash and then got a one item order from Walgreens that I happen to be right next to for, and I'll put a screenshot for that up as well, for Toll House cookie dough from Walgreens. Of all places, I didn't even know they had cookie dough. It's amazing. They have everything here, I guess, and I just don't know about it. It pays $11.50 to go 12 miles, so we're going to go deliver this and go for a little ride along, and when I get to the end, we'll have a little chat, and that'll be the day's video. Strange and curious things that happen to you while you're a gig worker in the city of Las Vegas almost at midnight. We will see you when we finish this delivery. So let's go deliver. Okay, we delivered the Toll House cookies. One item, 12 miles. Let's see exactly how far it was. Well, I'll have to get the information. 12.1 miles. It says it took 46 minutes. That's not true. I shopped for one item. Yeah, there's a little wait in the store. The drive is only it's not that. There's no traffic tonight. So I made almost every light. I don't think half hour. Okay, it paid $11.25, and you're like, Wiz, why are you taking a 12-mile, $11.25 run? Because I just had to know what one item somebody was willing to pay for to have delivered. So the delivery place is behind me, and now it makes a little more sense. They were having Buffalo Wild Wings delivered to them, and they have the cookies, so they must be having a little late night, midnight, it's 12:11 shindig. It makes sense. I don't know if I'm willing to pay for the delivery for Toll House cookies. You guys let me know in the comments below. I'm not doing it. But the pay breakdown is this. This is the part that I really like, because then I can share it with you and we can laugh a little bit or cry or whatever the case is. In this case, I am definitely laughing a bunch. I will put that right here so you can see $7.25 in DoorDash base pay. $7.25. That is very unusual. $2 peak pay and a $2 tip. So $7.25 base pay, $2 peak pay, and $2 tip. Thank you for the tip, by the way, Brittany. We really appreciate that you at least put something on there. Tell me if you've ever experienced this type of base pay increase, because it's unusual. $7.25 in base pay and then $2 peak pay on top of it. Otherwise, if it's $2.25 or $2.50 base pay with a $2 tip, obviously I'm not going to take it for $4.50 for 12 miles. So, we did it. Like I said, this is episode 1 of the strange and curious things that happen in Sin City at midnight. I guess we got the legal weed here and they smoked a bunch of it and they got the munchies for the Toll House cookies. I can understand that and relate to it. I've gotten the munchies before in my life as well. Not to the extreme that I think that I'm going to get DoorDash to deliver me some Toll House cookies. I think I think I'll pass on that. The bad news is that they drove us, and I'll put that up here too. They drove us so far out of the zone, and they're saying we'll drive back to the zone. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to end the dash. I might get back on here, and I'll let you know in just a minute what we're going to do. I'm going to go off camera for a second, and I'm going to decide. I'm definitely not driving back to that zone. So I'll see what we're going to do. Be right back. Okay, this is probably going to be black. I guess I could hook up my light, but maybe this light behind me does some good. But I brought everybody out here. But I brought you out here because I've been wanting to do this since I started the channel. I just haven't had a chance. We are on Schaumburg Road in Durrell. It is about 15 miles northwest of the Vegas Strip, and it is about as far west as you can get to the mountain without crashing into it, and as high as you can get. And it's a lovely view of the city. If you could see, and I'm hoping that the camera can translate what I get to see to you when I edit this video, it is just jaw-dropping and awe-inspiring. I know some people say, well, you live there and you're biased. No, I've only lived here a short time. I'm a transplant from Illinois, okay, the flatland, where you don't get to see anything. At least here in the valley, we have mountains, and then you have the Las Vegas Strip. Of course, you have the original Vegas on Fremont Street, where Vegas was first started, and that's gorgeous in itself. But I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm just going to hope that this translates into something that you can enjoy as well as I can. It is the reason I live here, for sights and entertainment. And when I drive around up here and deliver, it's awfully nice to break up the monotony of delivering to some of these people who don't tip. And I know some of you drivers out there experience the no tipping, and it's just brutal, especially if you see the houses where I'm at. Like I just dropped off, like we just dropped off the Toll House cookie dough from Walgreens, which again, I'm not sure that they ever had that before. Now they do. It's strange. But now they have it, and it's strange. So without further ado, let's see what happens when I turn around the camera. All right. Unfortunately, GoPro is not the greatest nighttime camera. It does not have a zoom. It has a digital zoom, but it's really not going to help a lot. And I can't see how well this is going to translate into a high-def picture on YouTube until I upload it and edit it, or excuse me, until I edit it and then upload it, and then we'll know. So over here to the left, far left of the screen, is Fremont Street, which I can barely see from here. But straight ahead of me is the Stratosphere, and then over here, more straight ahead now that I turned the camera, is the Las Vegas Strip. I can see the Rio, I can see Mandalay Bay, I can see the High Roller Ferris wheel, I can see Venetian and the Wynn, but I will say that it may not turn out that great. So I thought that maybe everyone might appreciate this view. Unfortunately, I think that you're going to have to come here, and you know, if you ever do, look me up and I'll drive you up here, and even in the daytime, it's fantastic to see. It's elevated, so you have to drive up the hill a little bit, and when you hear me reference, hey, we got to drive stuff up to the mountain, this is usually the area that I'm referring to, because this is the zone that I usually work, because it's close to my house. I have said before that I live in the northwest quadrant of the city, and it's my favorite and I love it. Yes, I understand there are other parts of the city, Henderson and Spring Valley, the east side, northeast, but this is my favorite by far. And I'm not trying to be biased. I've visited and drove around the whole city before. I just feel at home here, and especially up here. It's 82 degrees right now. It's a gorgeous night. a little light cloud coverage, but I wish I could show you the stars. It is beautiful as well. Back home in Illinois, you don't get to see stars too often. And even here, you get to see the ISS fly over frequently. And that's pretty cool. If you've never seen that, maybe you don't like that stuff. I do. And again, I'll pan left and right just to give you some type of view. And hopefully, again, I hope this translates. If it doesn't, I apologize. I'm still going to post it because I want to see what it looks like and, you know, do something a little bit differently than the delivery stuff. Because not all of us get to live here and enjoy this type of things. And if I can share it, I'd be more than happy to. Okay, so I really, really hope that this edits and posts well for everyone. I'm going to post it regardless because I did record this for everyone that watches the channel. Like I said, not everyone gets to enjoy this view, and truly you can't appreciate it unless you come here and drive to this exact spot. It is, in my opinion, the highest elevation in the city that you can drive to within a decent distance to see the city in all its glory. It's very awe-inspiring. And it definitely is humbling for me because I come from a state that was flat. I mean, literally flat. They call Illinois the Flatland, or they call people from Illinois Flatlanders. There's a reason. It's flat. Enough of that. So if you enjoyed it, please leave some comments below. If it sucks, please leave some comments below. Like I said, I'm editing this and posting it anyway because I've been wanting to. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to find a way to record this spot for you in the future. Right now, we are on pause on DoorDash. I'm going to resume. There's not much going on at this time. I'm going to start driving home. If something pops up, I'll be back. Otherwise, I'll be back in a few to close out the video. Okay, welcome back. Sorry for the short delay. I did drive home with DoorDash on. Didn't get really anything until I got to the driveway. Then it wanted me to go 9.5 miles back up to the mountain for $8.50, 9.5 miles. Had some peak pay. DashMart generally does not have people that tip on there. There are some, but there are some that don't. I would have to say maybe it's about 60 that don't, 40 that do. So in my zone at this hour, DashMart is the thing because just gonna say some people are smoking the wacky tobacco, and it's okay. I don't disapprove. I prefer they do that than drink and drive by far. Drinking and driving, bad. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed the bird's eye view of the city. If it doesn't turn out, I am going to do it again until it turns out. Otherwise, if you're a local and you live here in the city and you don't get that view or you're wondering where that is, Schomburg Road in Durrell. Just GPS it, drive up there at night when it's dark. It is gorgeous, especially when they have fireworks for like the 4th. You can see across the whole city, and there's so many fireworks going off. The main show, each casino, people lighting their own off. It's pretty fantastic. So if you're a local and you live here, go check it out. It's awesome. Anyways, we did the one trip for $11.50, 12.2 miles in that area for this episode of the strange and curious shit that happens in the city of Las Vegas at midnight. Toll House cookie dough from Walgreens. Who would have ever thought it? I didn't. I've shopped there before. I know they have ice cream, but I didn't know they had Toll House cookie dough. Actually, it was the last one they had on the shelf. So this person got lucky that they had it. And I hope they enjoy it. With that, I hope you enjoyed this special edition of the strange and curious stuff that happens at midnight in Sin City. It was a pleasure for me to do it. And with that, we'll see you on the next video. Take care of yourselves and each other. and peace to everyone.